Yo, guys. Welcome back to another stream. Hope everyone's good. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Hope everyone's good. Yeah. Welcome back to another stream, guys. Oh. Drop a message if you've just joined. Let's see who's here. Good to see shots here. Sahan, let's go. Yeah, welcome, bro. I'm doing great. Took 2 trades. One got stopped at stop loss. The second one hit full TP. Nice. Where'd you get an entry from? I've not, like I said, there's been some entries. We'll break down what potential entries there's been. But for me, gold's been quite choppy. I'm happy to kind of stay out of this chop. Yeah, has there been potential entries? Of course. Don't worry, if you've taken some entries, there's been some nice entries today. But it is getting a little bit choppy. So let's see. Let's see what the day brings. I'm personally to do the top down. Hey up, mate. Yeah, Paul, welcome, bro. Welcome. Yeah, guys, if you've just joined, like I said, drop a like, drop a comment. Let's see who's here. Good to see you all. As always. I am yeah, I am for gold right now. If I'm going to be looking for anything, I want to see a closure below this sort of support and resistance level here. 33.45. Okay, so I'm probably just going to wait for this next 30/15 to close below here. Then I can look for some sells. You can see we are actually starting to close with some bullish intentions. So if we do, if we do start closing below here, I'm going to look for them plays down on gold. For buys, not really looking for too much. Look at what the hourlies and the 4 hourlies doing. Very, very nice push down here. So, like I say, if I am going to be looking for anything really, the closest thing's going to be sells below this level into these lows here. All right. So that is something I'm watching. Gold left lots of liquidity above previous session highs, but also looks like it's going to fill a daily wick low. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be looking for. And to answer your question, Paul, yeah, I might be looking for sells on this next 15 closure. Yeah, because we need to get below this level to start looking for sells. I am going to be looking for sells, and I'll probably manage this quite aggressively. But first and foremost, I need a closure. I need a closure below this level. Quite a strong one. Right now, we haven't got that. So we've got like, potential entry here on gold soon. See how it closes. Get below this level. I can look for some sells. Not strong enough. I won't be looking to take it. In terms of buys, I wouldn't be looking for buys until gold created some sort of resistance like so. Because then I've got a level to buy above into these highs. You can, I'll look for some half risk entries at this level here. But like I say, if I'm going to be looking for full risk buys on gold today, I'll need it to form some sort of resistance to then close above to buy above. If that makes sense. All right. Right, guys, so that is the plan for me on gold. I'm really only looking for sells, but like I say, I am open to both sides, as always. But the plan for me on sells is I want it to create some sort of resistance. Once we close above that new resistance that gets formed, then I'll look for buys higher. All right. That is my idea for that. But yeah, mainly looking for these gold sells soon. All right. So yeah, we another thing, if we look at the news here, guys, we have got some news today. Just to, we have got news at 1:15, non-farm employment change. Like I say, you're probably going to see some reaction to that. That news is in like 15 minutes. And the next news that we have, like I say, you got some CAD news and USD news later on, but that really won't affect us. You might see a little bit of choppiness, pricing in the news. But other than that, we've just got to get this one out of the way at 1:15, okay? Yeah, so 1:15, that'll be that. And like I say, we've got the 4 accounts here linked on Top Step, ready to trade. So if I do see anything, I will be executing on here, okay? But first and foremost, let's get below this level for themselves below. stronger claws below here and we're sound. Because, like, it's not just a level here. Look to the left as well. Like, came into this level, big push away. Here, big push up. Big push up. Look, big push up. It could happen here. So, there's two things I'm watching at this level. I'm watching potential clauses below for sells. I'm watching rejections for buys. So, like I say, I'm open to both sides here. Obviously, if I'm looking for buys, it'll be half risk because look at the volume. The volume's to the downside. You know, we are like sort of counter trend trading. So, like I say, if this 15 gets below this next 15, I'll be looking for sells down. If it kind of rejects the level, then that'll be me looking for them half risk buys at this support level. All right. Like I say, if I'm going to be looking for some half risk buys, I'd like this 15 or 30 to push down into, you know, take some of them lows, then like come and push bullish like this. 1 second, close bullish like so. Then I'd buy the next candle higher, like so. Then I'd be in down here, looking for this play higher. And then for sells, it'll be breaks below. If we break below the level, I'll be looking for sells down. I'll be in on this candle down. Okay, so there's like I say, I'm open to both sides at this big level of support and resistance. You know, this is a key zone that we're currently trading on. So below sells liquidity. You know, like I say, if we reject the level, I'll be looking for buys, and I'll be managing here. So you've got a decent range to be trading there. For buys, you've got like 60 ticks. For sells, like over 100. So yeah, good stuff there. But yeah, guys, let's see who's here. We've got 25 in. Welcome everybody. Welcome all 25. Like I said, drop a like if you're just tuning in. Let's see who's here. Drop a comment. And yeah, and any questions, let me know. All right. You're looking at Nas Longs on the 15. Let's have a look. No, not right here, mate. Reason being is because we've taken this liquidity here. We've taken this liquidity here. So I really, on Nas, if I'm looking for anything on NASDAQ, it'll be sort of after we've pulled back and ranged a little bit. Right here, there's not much to be doing. You can see that we're coming into some structure as well. Here, look. Yeah, I'm just going to let NASDAQ do its thing for now. Like I say, we've taken these highs here. We've taken these highs here. That's what I'd be wanting to trade into when we were trading here. So if I haven't caught them already into them highs, then I'm not going to be buying here. I'm just going to wait for the pullback, and then I'll buy then after the pullback. Okay. What's happening, Joe? Yo, Tyler, how's it going, mate? How are you? Have you taken any trades today, guys? Anybody? Tyler, anybody in the chat? Has anybody taken any trades? I am a little bit sick today, so we're pushing through. We're pushing through. But yeah, nothing really on Nas. Look at Nas as well. Nas has just been chopping sideways. It gave a beautiful entry here. After that entry, nothing. Oh, you took the half risk play, yeah. I was looking at that as well. I didn't take it though. I kind of wanted it, but I couldn't take it. Yeah, them shorts were very, very nice. These shorts here. That's what I really wanted. I wanted to take. If I was like on the chart ready to execute, I'd have taken this. Definitely. Very, very clean. That's as clean as you get in a half risk entry. Yeah, that's as clean as you get in a half risk entry. None since Monday? Nice. Good patience, bro. I've only taken, like I say, I've only taken 2 trades this week. I took them yesterday. Oh, sorry, guys, I'm muted. I didn't mean to mute myself. Yeah, what I was saying is, if we close below this level here now, that's what I'm going to be looking for sells below. You can see that it's failing a couple of times. You know, if it actually gets below there, you've got very, very good clearance into them lows. All right. So, like I say, next 15 closes below. Maybe news does it for us, and then the entries are there. Just not seeing any valid setups when I've been on the charts. Better to wait for a valid one. 100%. Tyler, definitely, mate. Definitely learn from that mistake as well. If you've been taking trades not to plan because you've not been seeing any setups, learn from it and don't do it again. Good stuff. Like today, I've not taken anything today. There's been some valid entries, but when I was on the chart, I just couldn't execute. When I wasn't on the chart, I couldn't execute this. This would have probably been the trade I took if I was in anything today. Right now, gold's in like this little tiny range here. Yeah, like so. How's everyone's week been so far? How's everyone's week been? Everyone crushing the week? So for me so far this week, it's been 2 trades, 1 win, 1 very small partial, which I took on stream yesterday. That's it. Other than that, not much. I mean, it's actually playing out US NAS, but there's no long here. You can't really be long in here. There's nothing to even trade into. So dead at work, I'm just sat here watching you all live, not gonna lie, bro. Good stuff, Tyler, man. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. Why not? Get on the grind, bro. Good stuff. Like it. Yo, Naz, how's it going, mate? How's it going? Yeah, guys, if I'm a bit quieter today, I'm not feeling 100%, so yeah. Woke up feeling a bit with a cold or something. I'm all good. We can still take some bangers, of course, if we see something, but yeah. $2K Monday, negative 900 Tuesday. I tell you what, that's not bad, bro. Like I say, you've got a two risk to reward there. That's like a 2R almost. Well, more than a 2R. So, yeah. Started gambling it. Which Discord? Yeah, I've got Tyler's on about the Discord community that I have with all the members. Like I say, uh, feel free to join and learn the full strategy, mate. Yeah. There you go, guys. If you want to join the community and learn the strategy, I've just linked it twice in the chat so you can sign up. Just gambling it. Yeah, you need it. Like I say, you need a structured plan. You need a structured plan, Starlight. It's not good to, like I said yesterday, it doesn't matter what you trade. If you trade personal, if you trade funded, whatever, you still need a plan because you're gonna lose money regardless. You'll spend money on challenges and fail them. It's just the same as trading personal. So you need a structured plan, like where to enter and where not to enter. And for me, it's basically just ranges, and I trade breakouts of ranges. So, like, for example, here, I'm not trading. And then when I break out here, I'm looking to enter down. This is just an example. I'm not saying there was entries here. I'm just saying, for example, now, look, we've got a range. Break above, can start looking for buys. Break below, can start looking for sells down. All right? So that's what I look for. I trade breakouts of ranges and trade into targets in the market. So for me, like, this is just a no trade range. Once we break out or break above, then it's sound. Like, I'd prefer to see a closure below and then I can start looking for sells down. Ideally. Ah. Let me try to sort this out, guys. Is it? Ah, screens. Yeah, one sec. Let me sort this out. I know what you mean. One sec. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Apologies. Okay, we're back. Right, that should be fine now. There was two pages open on the OBS. Let me know if that's good for you now. There was two pages open on the OBS, but I've got the correct one open now. That should be good. Yeah, so yeah, sound, guys. Apologies for that. I clicked the wrong OBS screen for you to watch, but it's back now. So yeah. So yeah, this for me now, my range, what I was saying is we have a range here. Look, we broke below. Then I can start looking for sells. So I'm not trading this range. Okay, it's the same here. Look, we've got a range. If I break above, then I could look for the push higher. But I prefer breaks below for sells. I prefer a break back below, and then I can sell into my targets down here. Okay? That's my goal. That's my focus for today. Like, within here, there's nothing for me to do. Okay? But we have got news in 4 seconds. So let's see. See what this news wants to do. This could give you a good closure above or below. Strong closure above here, maybe. This could be the direction. We'll see. Let's see. This candle could close bearish, and then we can start pushing down. But yeah, clauses above, I'd be interested, but there is a lot in the way. A lot in the way. Yeah, you'll be able to see my screen now, guys. Screen's back to normal. Charlie, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you, mate? How are you? Hope you're good too. Have you taken anything today, Charlie? Any entries for you, bro? This is a news candle, by the way. The reason it's just had no top wick, no bottom wick, and just instantly pushed up. This is just a news candle. Like I said, anything could happen here. What I'd like to see is this close bearish, and then I can start looking for sells. So something like this. Sells down. If it closes bearish. I need it to really reject this sort of range for sells. Nice trade this morning on gold. What did you take, Charlie? What did you take? What entry? Yeah, I'd like to see this close bearish, potentially. Close bearish. Then I'll look for the plays down. I'll be looking for sells, like here, for example. Stops there, looking for the play down. That'll be nice. Let's see. Let's see what happens. $33.60. Let's have a look. $33.60. Ah, yeah, you took the half risk, Charlie. Nice. Yeah, the half risk was clean. That's what I call a half risk entry. For the play down. Very, very clean. Natalie, hey, how's it going? Welcome. How are you? How's everyone's day been? I'm tradeless so far today. Cleanest entry for me was this entry here. Rejection of this level. Rejection of the level. Closing bearish. I got in sells here. Stopped on wherever the highs were. Bang. Straight down. That's the cleanest entry for me. If I was going to be in any. Pre-London. You know, coming into London Open. 8:45. Very, very clean stuff there. What if the candle closes at the line of the range, but not red? No, I need it to be a strong closure. For a half risk entry, if this closed green or weak bearish, I can't take it. It needs to close strong like it did here. With a half risk, it's important that it closes strong. With an impulse, it's not as needed. See, I'm just waiting on this 15 closure here for potential sells. Like, if this 15 closes bearish, I'm going to be looking for sells down into these as first targets. First targets here. The charts are looking quite aligned, which is good as well. But yeah, let me know if you've got any other questions. Drop a question if you got any. Let me know and I'll get back to you. But yeah, gold here, 15-minute, closes bearish, then we're good. We're good to go. 5 minute. Yeah, we've got 9 minutes here. 9 minute. Nice bearish closure, rejecting the level. Then we're sound. Yeah, drop me a question, guys, or like I say, always feel free to ask a question whilst I'm on the chart here for a couple of hours per day. Get the questions in. If the 4 hourly flips bullish, then longs are on as well. Hourly, or if the 4 hour flip bullish, I'd take longs as well. But like I say, it's a bit of an ask from where we are. It's like another 100 tick push in 38 minutes. So it's more of like, if we reject here, I'm going to be looking for sells. Sells for me are more appealing than buys, especially after this sort of hourly closure. But like I say, look at the higher time frame. What's the hourly doing? The hourly's stuck within this sort of range here. So you really want to see strong closes out of here. You know, closes below are good for sells. Really, you want to get out of this chop for buys. You want to see it. You want to see a closure out of or outside of this chop. Really, you know, we can. Like I say, I can trade within here. You know, look at the range. It's a 200 tick range. I can definitely trade within here, but it is more risky, and that's where you've got half risk and full risk. All right. Yeah, guys, drop a like on the video too. Drop a like on this live. I appreciate it. Nice one. We are pushing here. We are pushing. But overall in a chop. Let's have a look at BTC really quickly. Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? Daily or weekly? Yeah, weekly. All right, we've taken liquidity here. You could see a little pullback on Bitcoin. Decent little pullback here. Not much. Just consolidating, to be honest with you. Weekly on gold instantly pushes up, taking some highs. I could see gold flipping bearish here on the higher time frame. I really could see gold pushing down further. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, gold could be a little bit tricky today, but we'll see. We will see. What's NASDAQ? See, look at NASDAQ here. NASDAQ's actually taken liquidity closing bearish here. Let's see how this 30 closes. Let's see how the 30 closes on NAS. I'd expect these lows to get taken here. So I could potentially take some sells on NAS. We are coming into a bit of support here too. We can really as well... we can actually mark this up on this chart because it's basically the same. But yeah, closes below there. I'd be looking for sells into these lows on NASDAQ. I'd expect these lows to get taken if this 30 closes below here. So what I want to see is I want to see this candle close below this sort of range, this level, and then I think NASDAQ can push down further. Like, look at gold and look at NASDAQ. If you just zoom out and have a look at that. Very choppy. This is the best price action we've actually seen on NASDAQ. This morning, it gave a really nice entry, But other than that, after this closure, there's been nothing. It's just been sideways. Now we're seeing some momentum to the downside. You know, if you look on gold as well, gold, if you just zoom out, again, look, quite choppy and sideways. We need a little bit of summit just to give us some directional confirmation. And for me, that would be a closure below this level. Okay, closure below that level, I'll be looking for sells down into these lows. Okay. That is what I'm interested in. Especially on NASDAQ. If it closes below this level, I'll just take a little scalp. I'll take a little scalp from, you know, here to here. Decent. But yeah, I'm currently trading 4 expresses here. 4 linked expresses on quite high risk because I've already taken payouts from last month. So I am putting my risk a little bit higher. So instead of like risking 1 contract, I'll risk 2 and seeing if I can build a buffer and get a payout quicker again. Like I say, that's just how this is nothing to do with like how everybody should do prop firms, but that's just how I do it personally. I get a payout for the month and then up my risk, get like 4 or 5 payouts for the month and then get up my risk and then go from there. If I blow them, well, so what? The return on investment on these 4 accounts has been like 10x, 11x. So it doesn't matter. I'll just get more expresses again. See, gold here, 2 minutes. Closes bearish below this level. I'm interested in sells. Yeah, gold is looking good here. Nice closure below now. Nice strong closure here. Like we've mentioned. Bearish closure, I'll be taking sells. Like I say, I could even use a little bit less risk and have my stop a little bit higher up here. So it just prevents the fake out of the level. But yeah, let's get a close. I'm going to be looking for a closure below here. And then I'm going to tap this down. Tap this down further. Potentially. But yeah, let's clear this sort of range. Hopefully. Clear this range and then we're cool. This has got range down. This has got range down, you know, you've got like 100 ticks into them lows, which is perfect. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Ron. Catching Asia buys. Very, very clean. Cheers for the lights, guys. I appreciate it. 15. Nice one. Good to see we got 30 in the stream right now. Welcome, everybody. Like I say, if you're just tuning in for the first time or you've been here before, drop a comment. Drop a comment. Let's see who's here. Joe, how are we? Sean, absolutely perfect. Very, very good. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling 100%. I've got a bit of a cold, but we move. The show doesn't end. Party doesn't. Like I say, we keep going. We fight. Looking for our entries today. How are you? How are you anyway? The show must go on. See, this was looking good. This was looking good. Like, but it just can't close strong enough. You know, anybody getting too itchy here? Anybody getting too itchy to enter shorts? Well, stop loss. Ugh. I think so many people have stop losses on this law that it's too like big to not get taken. But we've also got these highs here that need taken. Sean, have you taken any trades today, mate? Have you taken anything? Let's have a look at NASDAQ really quickly. Ooh, see, that's the thing with NAS. I'd be interested in NASDAQ if we didn't take all these laws here. If this closed NASDAQ here, if it closed here, and then created this top wick, I'd be in sells. I'd have an order in for sells down. But because it's taken these laws, rejected this level of support to push them back up, I can't take it. Unfortunately. It's with NAS now, it's one of them. I need a closure below here. Closes below here, then I'll look for sells. But until we close below there, I can't do anything. And then for buys, it'll probably be back above here. Back above here for buys on NASDAQ. This is my range I'm using on NAS. Let's have a look. Hoping the hour can close below. Yeah, 100% NAS. Very, very good good spot there. If this hourly can close below now after taking this high, perfect. Sells down are really nice. Been such a waiting game this week. Yeah, yesterday was clean. Yesterday for me was clean, especially on NAS. But today has been a waiting game. After London, after pre-London and Asia, it's been a little bit sideways. Not anything super clear. But that can all change in minutes. That can all change in like one candle closure can change everything. That's why it's super important to stay locked in. You know, you can think that you're nowhere near closes, and then one candle just closes below, and you're ready. I've got a cold and hay fever at the same time. It's like a double whammy. So my nose is itching, and I've got a cold. But yeah, we can. It's clear to say that this is a strong level. It's clear to say that this is a strong level for sells below. It's clear as day. And they're my targets down here. Got a double top up there. Where would I... For buys, where would I really want to get back above? For buys? I don't know. It's just not super clear yet. Like I said, for sells, it's easy. Below here for sells. But with buys, I'd need to create a resistance like this on current price action, and then I'd buy above that new resistance, if that makes sense. Because, like, right now, the only sort of level you can buy above is up here, maybe. Because this range is just so big. But if we create more structure, like this, then I can buy above that. Okay. Only one trade for you this week. Really nice. Good stuff, man. I've only taken two. I've only taken two trades. Yeah, today I haven't taken anything. Like I said, there were a couple of positions that we could have taken on NAS and gold, but other than that, there's not been much. But it's just been in a big range and a lack of like wicks for entries. Like, it was ranging here, and then just instantly started pushing down. Which, I mean, you can't do much about it. Just wait for your entry. Like I say, you only need 1 to 2 trades per day. Maximum 2. See, Naz, this 15. Let's have a look at the 15. Yeah, this 15 closes below this level on Naz. I'll be looking for sells. Let me sort these lines out. They're too big. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Nasdaq could be nice below here. Oh. I would love to do all my charting on here if I didn't have to trade Wanda. Especially, I can really on Nas because it's basically the same. But the gold chart isn't always perfect, so that's why I have separate. That's been the main point. No wicks for entry. Yeah, it's just some weeks are like that. Some weeks you'll have entries like 10 to 15 trades in the week, or sometimes like upwards of 20. And then other days they'll be like, other weeks they'll be like 8 or 5. You know, it's just showing up every week and executing the plan and not being bothered at how many trades you take. Like this week, I've taken 2 so far. So it could be like 8 to 10 trades this week that I take. And yeah, there's not been like this trade here. It instantly pushed down after the closure. It instantly pushed down and couldn't give us an entry. It like I say, it just is what it is. What is Nasdaq saying here? Yeah, we've got 7 minutes here. If this 15 closes below, I'll be looking for sells because we've reacted from this range above. You know, we've reacted from this range, closing bearish. I just need to see a bearish closure here. And then I'm happy to take some sells. But like I say, Monday was no trade for me. Monday was no trade. Yesterday, I got 2 entries. So like I say, there could be a couple of entries today at least. We'll see. If gold breaks out, then we're cool. See, like the next point of sort of the next area that you're going to be struggling at, I'd say is where it's rejecting from now. So if you do close above there, you're probably going to have a decent push into some structure above like this. But for me, it's just not clear enough. I'd need to see some sort of like resistance form, and then I can look for buys above this level. You know, I need to see the 15 sort of reject this level, then get a closure above the buys. Because, yeah, you have got some decent targets above and some levels to trade into. You know, because, like, if we close above this level now, look at that. I'm not going to turn away to 55 tick target. No way. All I want to see is this sort of rejection and then a closure above for buys. That's if I'm going to be looking for buys. It'll be after a rejection and push. Like that. Cheers for likes, guys. Like I say, if you're new here, drop a subscribe, drop a like on the video. Let's crush 20 likes. We need 5 more. 5 more people to like the video, and we've crushed 20 again. I appreciate it. It does help. It does help the algorithm. Gets new people to join the live and stuff. And as always, feel free to drop a question in the comments if you've got anything to ask. Like I said, it doesn't have to be trading related. It can be anything. Feel free to drop it in. And yeah, enjoy. Get some value away from the stream, and all good. Watch me trade live on these 4 Top Step accounts as well, which is good to see my execution. But yeah, I'm watching Nasdaq here. Nasdaq closes below this sort of range. I'm going to be looking to set these targets down here. Look too good not to try and take out. Can you see how good these look down here? These targets look too good to try and not take. So yeah, if the 15 doesn't close below, well, I'll just take the hourly. I'll just take the hourly. All good for me. Because the hourly is looking very clean. And the 30 is too. Yeah, and the 30. 30. I need the 30s to flip and start pushing down. We've got 15 minutes. So it has a chance. I just need to get below this level. Alright. So that's what I'm watching on NAS. Could be nice. Let me just update members with this quickly. Yeah, I've still got the alpha account. Yeah, I've still got the alpha account and a top 1 account. Like I say, I had 3, but I got rid of 2 with the refund that they offered. But yeah, I've got 1 that I'll probably trade at some point. And yeah, I've got the 5 top steps and 1 alpha. It was hard to manage all that capital anyway. Without like a copy trader with all accounts, it's hard work. So that's why I got a refund onto when I had the chance. You've heard the worst stuff about Top Step, really? That's, like I say, use your own experiences, but that's a very unpopular opinion. That's, yeah. I've heard nothing but good things about Top Step. And my own experience, I think I've had over 20 payouts with Top Step. I think I've had maybe 20 to 30 payouts with Top Step and no questions asked. So yeah, and guys, I always say use personal experience because I've had like so many payouts with Top Step, I can't even count anymore. I've used them for like a year now, but you might have an experience which isn't so good. So that's what I mean. Try them for yourself. Don't listen to what other people say. try them yourself and get your own experience, okay? Hello, mate. What's included in your Discord group? Do you take trades, any sessions live for members? Yes, there is. Gazbill, in the community, we basically trade live all day. I'm always updating the members in the chats, in the private chats. We jump on for a Zoom as well for 20 to 30, sometimes an hour, depends what's happening. If something sets up in that time, we'll take it. So, yeah, we are live trading on Zoom as well sometimes. If there's something presenting itself. If not, then I'll update with the Zoom. You get market updates, trade breakdowns, weekend webinars, full trading course, all the private chats. Like I say, my one-to-one contact, everything's there. And if you want to join, like I say, I'll just pin the link. I've just pinned the link on the top of the YouTube video. You can sign up there. But yeah, there's a lot included. For the price, it's a lot included. It is mentorship. It's not just like a Discord group where you get one video per day and you chat between yourselves. No, it's literally like one-on-one mentorship almost. I can't use MT5. PC Smith, why can't you use MT5? Is it because of like the country that you're in? Or is it just too complicated for you? Because, like, not to, like, all I'm saying is MT5 is probably one of the easiest to use. So, like I say, if it's something that you actually just don't understand it, just try and understand it, because it's probably the easiest sort of platform to use, and it's the best to start on because it's the easiest. Like I say, if you go on to trading on like Project X or something, which is futures, it's going to be it's even harder. Especially if you don't understand how to take profits and stuff. So just let me know. Is it like a thing where you just can't use it because of your country that you're in, or is it just, do you find it too difficult to use? Because I don't think you're going to find, like, if you're learning to trade, I don't think you're going to find an easier platform to execute on than than MT5. Especially when you're learning. You know, even if you are looking to start trading futures, I'd always say learn on MT5 for a little bit. Because MT5, you're going to get, like, the buy and sell correct, and then you can start looking into using other platforms. Hard to use on your iPad. You like I say, you've got MT5's the main one for most brokers. Are you trading prop firms, or are you trading personal capital? Let me know. That's the only like I say, I can help you. It depends what you're trading as well. If you're trading personal, then yeah, MT5 is probably the best option. If you're trading prop firms, you could probably try Project X, like Top Step, Top One. So that's NAS. Gold. Oh, here we go, gold. I did not expect this on gold, to be honest with you. I did not expect that. Which is better, would you say? Top Step or Top One? Charlie, it depends. If you want to take a challenge and go through it the challenge way, I would say Top Step. If you want the instant funded where you don't need to take a challenge and you go straight to making money, then Top One. Yeah, top one have probably got the best instant funded accounts out on futures from what I've researched. TP hit on gold. Nice. Mechanical trader. Good stuff, bro. Yeah, personal. Yeah, MT5. MT5, mate. MT5 is good, I'd say. Like I say, you can't really, there's nothing better than MT5 for a personal. Nothing easier from my experience. Gold's super choppy, guys. I'm not really going to concentrate on gold here until we break out of here. It's just not clean at all. I'm probably just going to wait for this hourly to close on Nasdaq. Wait for this hourly to close on Nasdaq, then go from there. Yeah, Nasdaq's really the cleanest one for me. Gold, come on. We take all the drawings away and have a look what it's doing. It's in a big chop. Look. Big chop. No real breakouts within here. Nasdaq, on the other hand, is looking better, in my opinion. Or like I say, it could go sideways. It could chop sideways in here too. I don't want to get caught in that. But we'll see. We will see. There's a 15. 15 didn't even close below either. Cheers for the lights, guys. We've smashed 20, which is good. Appreciate it. As always, appreciate it. Like I say, other than that, like I say, it depends. In terms of funded, it depends which way you want to go, Charlie. Let me know. Do you want to do instant funded, where you don't take a challenge, or do you want to go down the challenge? Do you want to go down the challenge route? See, 4 hourly looked like it were going to flip as well then, but nope. Probably just going to watch this. Let's have a look at the 15. Yeah. Charlie, it depends, mate. It depends. Do you the without the challenge, yeah, you go straight to making money, but you have to pay more. You know, for 150k, for 150k instant funded, it's like $400. To take the challenge, it's like $175 to take the challenge. But you've got the activation fee as well. So when you work it out, instant funded for me, you know, is very good. Yeah. Guys, Right, guys, if you want an instant funded account, or if you want any top 1 account, that's the link for top 1. You can buy an account there if you want one. Use JTC for 40% off any account. So if you want an instant funded account, yeah, they're expensive. Use that code I've put in, JTC in capitals, and you will get 40% off. And that goes for challenges as well. You'll get 40% off challenges. You'll get the highest discount available on the site. But we'll see what gold. If gold wants to break above, then yeah, sound. I'll look for the buys. I was looking for sells, but it didn't get below my level. Back in that range for now. Back in that range. Like I say, we'll see what happens. These targets up here are very clean. We've got very good targets above and below. It's just waiting for closes. It's just chopping. Nasdaq again within this range, not doing much. Probably ranging ready for news in an hour. Oh, nice. Nas got the little long there. Beautiful. Good stuff, man. I don't know if you're still here, Naz, but that was a very, very nice long on gold. For me, like I say, I'm waiting for a stronger close in this bigger range, but you know, to catch 30 ticks on that long like you did, good stuff. You've managed it very well at this level too. Look at that. It's actually pushed like 52 ticks. Very good work. You know, you've taken the lows, close strong bullish. Yeah, you get the push higher. Good stuff. Like I say, I'm personally waiting till we close above it like all this. Then I'll take longs, but yeah. I don't mind that. I don't mind that long there. 30, absolutely nothing. Oh. For buys on Nasdaq, guys, it'll be back above here. You know, you've created these targets above to take. Yeah, it's just new liquidity, I know, but like I say, that is my overall range on Nas right now. It is the cleanest. It's a lot cleaner than gold, put it that way. Goldie is just in this big chop. I need some clarity, kind of. There's no clear closure. Look, we've just been, every time we come into this level, we've just been reacting, pushing away, reacting, pushing away, reacting, pushing away. Same here. Same here. Like, it is what it is. If it wants to range, it can range. I'm waiting. Same with Nas. If Nas wants to range in here, then good. But we'll wait. Like, we'll see. See what the 15 wants to do and stuff. Hourly could be interesting. Let's see. Got more structure up here too. Literally pushed into that and rejected away. Guys, what does everyone think the news is going to do in an hour? Drop a comment. Do you think we're gonna push higher, or do you think we're gonna push lower? You know what? Let's do a poll. Mm-mm. Right, guys, I've just done a poll now. Do you think we're gonna break out to the upside? Because look, we're in this big range. Do you think we're gonna break out to the upside, or do you think we're gonna break out to the downside? Let's see what everyone thinks. We have got news in an hour, so let me know. I'm interested to see which way people think we're gonna break out here. How do I change back from NAS to gold? I've got two browsers open. This is NAS on Top Step, and this is gold on Awanda on TradingView. So it's easy for me. I just got two browsers open, and I've got the news here too. We've got news look at 3 o'clock, so we could range until then. But I'm interested to see what everyone thinks. Everyone thinks below. Wow, we're super close to the break above as well. We're super close to the breakout to the above, to the upside, but everyone thinks down. Nice. All right, interesting. Interesting. I personally have zero idea. You know, I've thought a couple of times that we've broken out, but we just haven't had it. Or we could have potentially broken out. Naz is looking better for me. Ugh. Yeah, guys, drop a vote. Which way do you think we're going to break out? We've got 7 votes so far. Do you think we're going to break above and push higher? Or do you think we're going to break below and push lower? Let me know. I'll stop it when we get to 15 votes, okay? Better targets below. Yeah, you've got some good trendline liquidity here, like Fabio's just mentioned. You have got some good trendline liquidity. I would expect this to get taken. You know, I think even if we break above and take this liquidity before pushing down, that'd be nice. Yeah. Yo, QP, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here, bro. How are you doing? Probably waiting for the 3 p.m. news. Yeah, I think so. I agree. I'm not doing anything in this range here. I'm not. I refuse to trade this until we get a breakout. Breakout above for buys. Yep, I'm happy to take them. Break below for sells. I'm happy to take them. Nasdaq again in this range here. Patience will pay today. If I get my trade later on in the US session, well, I'll get it then. If I get it after news, I'll get it. I'll get it at some point. I just need to be patient and wait for the breakout. All right. Yeah, we've got news in 55 minutes. I'm going to keep trading probably until like 20 minutes before the news. 15 to 20 minutes before the news. So if I do get an entry within that time, I'll take it, but it's unlikely. It is unlikely, but we'll see. Yes, choppy sideways PA. Not the best, is it? It ain't the best. Hey Joe, I was wondering who mentored you to profitability. I've had a few mentors. Yeah, I'd say the most recent people I personally watched, like who introduced me to like ranges and like breakouts. I've always like traded liquidity for like 5 years, but I'd say the most recent were probably Roger Banks, Nick Stewart. Yeah, them two sort of them two. But like I say, I've like the strategy that I built is I've been trading for like 7 years. I'm not gonna say that I haven't watched anybody before. Of course I have. I'd say they're the most recent. But like I say, I've been in upwards of 7, 10 different communities and mentorships. Any trades today? No trades for me so far. There's been some decent entries. Don't get me wrong, there has been some entries and some of the community have been crushing it. 70 ticks there. Naz just caught a trade from here to up, 60 ticks there. There's been some great entries. Yeah, Roger's good. Roger trades ranges like this on gold, and he really introduced me, maybe 2 years, 3 years ago. I've always like kind of used levels anyway. I've always used levels, and I've always like kind of used highs and lows in my target, but it does help refine. It did help refine my strategy to make it more confirmed, of course. But yeah, like I'd say Roger's more risky. Roger doesn't wait for closes. Roger doesn't trade into like highs and lows. He'll enter as a candle's pushing mid candle, which for me is a little bit risky, but if it works for him, it's absolutely fine. But for me personally, I always wait for a closure. So yeah, I'd say he's more of a risky trader, but he's good trader. He's, like I said, I don't know what he's up to nowadays, but yeah, he's good. Are we gonna? I might call it in a second. It's been on for an hour and a half, and I don't see much setting up until after news. But yeah, guys, if you saw how many different, I would never suggest it to anybody. But if you saw how many different discords I was in and out, oh, crazy. Like, I'd take a loot. Like, my mentality was so bad. Like, I'd take a loss, and I'd be looking for the next best thing. It's the worst thing you can do. A loss is a loss. We're in the game of losing. Every strategy, you'll take losses. So you're just going to be strategy hopping forever. Stick with one thing that you know works, and just perfect it, okay? Obviously, find someone who trades live, like what I'm doing here. Shows you that they can, pass challenges, get regular payouts, and then just stick with that and just work on it, okay? Yo, Muslim Tumor. Hello, brother. How's it going? Hope you're good. Hope you're good too, bro. Hope you're good. Along from 62s. Really? That's a bit of a tough one for me. I personally wouldn't be looking for longs here. I personally wouldn't be trading. I wouldn't be looking for longs here, guys. I'd be waiting for a breakout above here. Reason being, yeah, could it go long and start pushing higher? Of course, but look to the left. Look to the left. You've got support and resistance here. Price could react and pull back first. Guys, if you're not already, join the free Telegram. I've just linked it in the free chat, That's the free Telegram. You can join there, get all my links for everything, okay? Funded account with $900 today, nice. Who are you using? Who are you using for your who's your broker? What do you use? Guys, where's everyone watching from too? Drop a comment. Where's everyone tuning in from? Let me know. UK? I'm guessing mostly the UK, America, Australia. Drop a question. I think mainly UK though. Drop a question, drop an answer. Ending that poll there as well. Everyone thinks it's gonna break above. XNES? Ooh. Yeah, Nancy's from the UK, nice. Nice, UK too. Yeah, I think most of the we have got a few in from America too. There's quite a few, well, 4 or 5 in the community from America. Cheese rolling area. Nice. Did you watch it, bro? Did you watch it? Did you watch the cheese rolling? Are you from Birmingham? No, I'm not, mate. Any Swiss guys here? Yeah, we've got Fabio from Switzerland. Nice. Fabio's been here for a long time. Tuning in from Switzerland for a long time. No, I'm not from Birmingham. I'm from north of. I'm more not like I'm like Blackburn, Burnley area. Just say like near Manchester, near Manchester. America here, trading on Top Step and Top 1 futures. I'd say the best 2 futures prop firms that you can probably use. I use I use Top Step and Top 1, both of them. Yeah. I'd say they're the best. You can't go wrong with either. Good day, mate. Is it wise to buy gold and sell NAS or vice versa? I personally don't just buy and sell either at the same time. I'll take one or the other. But for me, it doesn't matter. I can't just buy gold and sell NAS. I need a valid entry on either. So I trade either if there's a valid entry, if that makes sense. Okay? So if I get a setup that's valid on NASDAQ, I'll take it, but I won't even touch gold then. If it sets up on gold, then I won't trade NASDAQ. I trade the market that's in front of me, and I trade the market that I see. You know, I don't trade another market off another market's analysis. All right. I was there, tempted to take part. Nice. Oh, you know about cheese roll? Cheese rolling. What is it? What hill is it? Like Copper Hill or something? Copper Hill? Let's have a look. Have a look. Cheese rolling hill. Yeah, Copper's Hill. What should be my TP according to you? TP's for me, guys, my targets are these dotted lines for me. But I'm not looking for buys here. Gold's in a range, and gold could easily reject and start pushing down. Yeah, I'm not looking to trade long here. I'd only look to trade long if we closed above this level here. This resistance and support. Okay, closed above here, then I'd look for them buys. Oh, again. What are we doing? Doing it again. Sorry, guys. One sec. Right, there we go. It keeps switching to the other OBS screen. Yeah, guys, we're good. Sorry about that. Like I say, I need to delete. I've got 2 screens set up, you know, so I can look at Top Step and I can look at my trading view, and it keeps freezing. It keeps choosing one screen, so I need to delete it after this. I'll delete it after the stream. Okay. All good. Yeah. Cheers for letting me know, though, guys. I apologize for that. It's happened 2 times now. It's not good enough. It's been pretty great. The 1-day pass evals on top 1 are nice, but the consistency rules are strict. I think the consistency rules are there for a reason. I don't think 25% is bad at all with top 1. 25% consistency rule is not bad. You know, you can make 4k in a week and get 1k each day, and you can get a decent payout. I think 25% is quite lenient. Like, some are 10%. I know, like, take profit. I know some are like 10 to 15%. Yeah, I know, like, some are 10 to 15%, which is crazy, but 25% is quite lenient. Like, when I go for a payout with Top Step, I'd say mine's like 25% anyway. You know, because you can actually check your best day percentage. Is there a half risk sell on the 15? No. We haven't rejected the level. If we touched the level, if we pushed up, came into this high, took the high and closed bearish like this, with a wick rejecting the level, then yeah, there would be. Half risk sells would be valid then. But because we haven't touched the level and rejected, there's not. Yeah, same for me. I'd say with top 1 or Top Step, I'm probably, you know, $400-500 per day. $400-500 per day is fine across like 3 or 4 accounts. You know, you've got a good payout there at the end of the month. Like, you're touching like 5 to 10k in payouts a month. Like, on these accounts here, guys, I've got 4 accounts on Top Step. Look, 4 expresses linked. So 1 my main and 3 linked. I've already had payouts on these accounts, so I'm upping my risk. And then, you know, if I take some risky entries, it doesn't matter because I can just get them back. I can pass Top Step accounts in a couple of days and get another 4 or 5 back. You don't recommend Take Profit Trader? I've never used them, mate. I have never used them. So I can't really say yes or no. Best thing to do is just try them out for yourself. But no, I've never used them, bro. You trade the minute chart? Yeah, I've never traded the minute chart. I trade the 5 as my lowest time frame. Like I say, if the minute chart works for you, it works for you. But there's just too much noise on the minute. There's just no need for me personally. Should I book a loss? I mean, whatever is to your plan, my guy. If it's your plan to take a buy at a support and resistance level, then yeah. For me, it's not. I don't want to buy here because look what's happening. Price is reacting to push down. I trade levels and liquidity breakouts, and this is a level where I can't trade because it's rejected. And it's prior support and resistance. That makes sense. Yeah, like I said, just trade the chart that, trade your plan, trade the time frames that work best around your schedule. Like, there's no right and wrong with time frames. It all depends on what works best for your your schedule. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna head off now. I am gonna head off. Gold's just ranging here. I'm not doing much on gold. Nasdaq, I need a breakout. But yeah, I'm just gonna go stay active in the Discord community. So that's gonna be me done. Update what I'm looking for on gold is for buys. I want buys back above this level. So if we get a closure above here, I'm gonna be looking for buys into them highs. Okay, not gonna be doing anything really until we do. But I need a candle closure above this level. Okay, and for sells, like I say, we could take some half risk sells up here. If not, it'll be back below this level. So there's a couple of entry potentials. I'm probably going to let news pass. News is in 40 minutes, but I'm going to go trade live with the community now, okay? So Discord community, I'll see you there. Gold's literally ranged and done nothing all US session so far, but we'll see what news does. News might give us the breakout and the catalyst to continue into our targets, but community members, I'll see you active in the chats now. If you're not in the community and you're just tuning in on YouTube, I'll see you tomorrow for another YouTube live. And yeah, drop a subscribe, drop a like. If you want to join the community, the link is pinned. And yeah, see you in the next one, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Trade safe. Be safe with the news that's coming out as well. And yeah, catch you tomorrow, everyone. Bye-bye.